Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Genre Roulette. Today, we are going to be talking about Charlie's Angels 2000. We cannot wait to get into a high-stakes conversation. So without further ado, let's get it started.
Woo! Yay! Hi, everybody. Welcome to our 4th episode of Girl, what is that camera angle? What is going on?
Oh my god, mind your business.
We're getting abstract today.
Yes, welcome to our 4th episode of Genre Roulette. You might see some new faces in the studio today again. Ramil wasn't on our episode last time, but we have Mustafa.
Hello.
Woo!
What a privilege it is to be here on Genre Roulette.
And we also have Victoria.
Hello. Oh my god, my voice cracked. Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you guys for coming.
Yay.
Thank you for having us. This was actually the most exciting thing that I had going on possibly all semester.
Honestly.
We love that for you.
Yes.
How are we feeling? We're already halfway through season 2. Sophie, how do you feel?
I'm feeling ditched.
Oh,
Where did Adrian and Ramil go?
yeah. So
They're not here. They didn't want to come.
Yeah, about that. Ramil ditched us again. Adrian ditched us again. I mean, for a second. No, this is Adrian's first time ditching us, but she
It won't be her last.
She went to go chase a boy, a celebrity, today.
Matthew Gray Goobler.
Yes, I mean, I kind of commend her for that because
And I think I speak for the trees when I say, who is that?
you know the guy from Criminal Minds, the smart one with the long hair.
And let's celebrate that. I'm unfamiliar with the artist, unfortunately.
Yeah. So
He's
guys,
a white man as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, they're like filming
He's
like,
Charlie.
something.
He's Charlie. He really is. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys could guess from our music in the. I can barely see you. If you guys could guess from our music in the beginning of our show, our genre of the week is Spy. Spy. We finally spinned Spy. Was last week the first time that we put Spy like on the wheel? I think
Yeah,
we
because
did that.
we had it like clumped in with Adventure or something like that last time.
Yeah.
I mean,
for
not
sure.
that the movie we chose is even really a spy movie.
Yeah,
It's
which
okay.
we'll get to later. Mustafa and Victoria, if you guys don't know, we kind of save our movie through like halfway through the episode we reveal what it is.
Okay.
So it's kind of a secret right now. They can't know. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was announced in the first like minute.
Was
Did
it
I
actually?
did I clock that to you?
It's okay. We actually
Let's-
let's pretend that they didn't hear what our movie was.
I think we were just giving shout outs to the notable films of the genre.
Yeah.
Is what we were doing.
Exactly. So when you hear the word spy movies, spy anything, what is the first thing that comes to your guys' mind?
James Bond.
Yes.
Oh, that is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of almost embarrassed to say, actually not embarrassed, Melissa McCarthy Spy.
Yes.
Because it's all in the name. She is a spy. Totally spies. Or Harriet the Spy.
What is that?
Yeah, I've
I
never heard.
It's like a kid's book.
I think that's I could be so mistaken, but I think that's the wonderful lady that plays I think Jennifer Stone, who plays Harper and Wizards of Waverly Place. I think that's her Disney Channel movie.
Really?
Wait, what was that Disney show with Zendaya where she was...
Oh, Casey Undercover.
Casey Undercover, yeah, that show.
Casey Undercover.
That's
When
what I think
danger
of.
comes to you, you know, stand beside you.
Oh my god, I love that. That was so good. I think of Inspector Gadget, like the old cartoon. Inspector Gadget.
Yes.
Yeah. Or Spy Kids. How come nobody's talking about
Spy Kids.
Oh my god.
I never got into that.
Really?
I know.
I was actually traumatized by Spy Kids. Scared the crap
Why?
out
Is
of
it
me.
because the guy with the egg head?
Yes,
Like,
all the guys like the body horror.
Yeah, that there was some creepy stuff in that movie.
Can you talk
for
about like the backwards messages too?
I
My
don't
friend used to tell
remember
me
the
about
movie
that. Oh my god.
is
No, there was like the
that?
thumb people.
Oh, the thumb
Oh.
people. Yes, that was so.
Well,
There were
yeah.
thumb people,
Scary.
and then there's like a point where they like play the video backwards and they're like saying help us.
Is
It's
this a
so
kid's
scary.
show?
Have you ever
Kids
seen?
movie.
Yes,
What?
it's with
Spy Kids?
Yeah,
It's with Megan Trainor's husband.
Oh.
Daryl McKenna.
I've seen this
Daryl
around, but I have
McKenna?
no idea what it's about.
That one it's
about kids
basically
that are
about
spies.
There's like 3 movies? 4?
and you know I think I could be wrong, but I think that's Selena Gomez's actorial debut. I think.
No, her
No.
actual
Or was it
debut was
Barney?
in Barney. Yeah,
I think
it
you're
was
right.
definitely Barney.
My Selena tea is getting clocked.
I don't
like
remember
crazy.
Selena being in any of those movies.
She was in one
Is
of
she?
it. I
Really?
think.
I just remember her on Disney Channel, Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
not her acting debut?
No.
No,
She was on
definitely
Barney when she was
was.
like a little kid.
Really? Wow.
With
Didn't
Miss
know that.
Demi Lovato.
Oh my god.
Oh, can we talk about? Okay, this is Princess Protection Program. That's
We need
kind
to
of
be
a
talking
spy
about-
movie.
Well, let's break that down, because actually what they don't understand is we are here to talk about Princess Protection Program.
Yeah. Movie of the
because,
week.
because honestly, when I think we were discussing what would be a good movie, I think we were saying, what are we all? One and the same. And so through that connection, we were kind of like, we are kind of princess. We are also teenage girl from high school.
Yes.
We kind of need to be having that conversation. I think every one of us in our own way, shape, or
I
forms.
think the teenage girl, like the girly pop theme, is that theme of the episode. Like it's kind of like a spy collab with, like, you know, the teenage girl. And Victoria, we were talking about Debs before this episode, and that's
Yes.
like a girly pop spy movie, and it's also International Women's Month. So
Yeah, that's why last week
We
we
love
chose
it.
a movie with 0 women in it.
yeah.
We
What was the movie
we
last
watched The
week?
Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
The Ugly.
Has like a woman in it for like 2 seconds,
and she was like
gets slapped.
exactly
She gets
thrown
hit.
to the floor.
That's like literally it.
Do we love that? Not in
No.
this house.
So we're making up for it, guys, because our movie this week is actually very girl power. Most of it.
A specific type of girl power.
Girl power. Is it aimed at women?
But that is something where I was like, are we gonna have that conversation, or are we not gonna have
We
that
always do.
conversation?
We gotta have the tough conversations.
Yes,
about movies
we're
that
gonna
we
have the tough
watch.
conversations.
Because in a way, it's like I don't even know how much we should get into it. Like, I want you to like stop me if you're ever like, and let's just talk about Spy.
No,
maybe we should just
no, let's go all the way, Mustafa. We're
Because
gonna
I
go
was
all the
gonna say, like, we're in media, so as like someone who is like directing, sometimes you're doing like fashion shoots or you're doing photo shoots and stuff like that, you kind of want a little provocative edge.
Yeah.
But I think watching this movie along with like some other lessons that we did like last year, sometimes you kind of think, is this really walking the line into literally just being, well, the gaze is kind of male. I think we could talk about
This is
that.
extremely
Yeah.
male.
And so kind of when I was watching it, I was like, is this girl power, or is this I am man, I write script, in script, girl do this?
Exactly.
You know, I think it was like one of those cases where it was meant to be like, it was an objectifying movie at the time, and like it still is now. Like you watch it now and you're like, wow, that aged like milk. It looks like it's so horrible. But it's a little bit iconic because of it.
It's kind of
just
very
a
iconic.
little
I
bit.
think there's a lot of movies, like, I guess we'll talk about it without talking about it. You need to cut me off.
Oh,
That's what you
wait.
need
Okay,
to do.
before we get into the good stuff,
That's what you need to do.
let's talk about. Do you guys have like any favorite spy movies that you've watched? Are you guys like fans of the spy genre, or?
You know what it is? I think like watching the movie yesterday, I realized I love a spy movie. I struggle with spy movies though.
Yeah.
Because my fatal flaw when I'm watching movies is I will never remember anyone's name.
Yeah.
Oh God.
When I was watching
Yeah.
the movie, I could watch Princess Protection Program and I was like, so when Selena Gomez did this,
Exactly.
and when Demi Lovato did that, and so watching these movies, people would be like, and Estefan on Montoya, and I'm like, but is he in the room now?
Yeah.
Or was he that other guy? that was
That's
in the
one
last
thing about
scene?
spy movies. Sometimes it's hard to follow the plot. Like it's
Yeah.
so intricate. There's so much characters. There's so much, little plot lines to follow
But
along.
I like the mystery with it. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. The only thing I can think of is Totally Spies at the moment, because that's too iconic for me. Like, I grew up watching that, and I don't know. I love how there's always like a mystery surrounding like the whole episode or the whole film, and then everything builds up towards that huge reveal in the end.
Yeah,
Like, that's what I really enjoy about the genre.
for sure. Yeah.
I think spy is a really fun like a fun genre, you know what I mean? Like it's not deep. I've never seen a spy movie where I was like, wow, that really touched me. It's more just like, oh, it's so fun.
I
Like,
think
see
playful.
someone put on an outfit, like a costume,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
hide somewhere.
Honestly,
and
I
turn
think that
around.
depends because I feel like there's a lot of subgenres in spy. Like our movie is a comedy, a spy comedy, right? But then they also have the more like serious spy war movies, or like they have a
name one?
couple.
Zero Dark 30. I watched that
Yeah,
recently.
they have like The Courier, I think, with Benedict Cumberbatch. They have a lot that's like based off. There's like a lot of like World War II spy movies that's kind of like centered on like espionage and like just gathering like intelligence and stuff, and like it's loosely based off history.
And where's the fun in that?
I know. Yeah, I'm happy we didn't pick one of the boring ones. Am I right?
I think this is definitely one of the funner ones.
Can we all agree that we all like the comedy spy movies?
I have to agree
Yes.
because at a certain point, I think the who wants to say the word for me?
Espionage?
Eccentricity.
Oh, what?
I
Eccentric?
yeah, I think,
Something
I
like
think that lens of a spy movie can really make it something where you can have fun with it. Because
Yeah.
sometimes it literally just becomes like so and so is listening, and so left an envelope, and now we are walking over with so and so to France because this person's on a helicopter. I think it can be like point to point to point to point to point, or we could have fun with it. I think there's so much room to have fun in a movie like this.
You know what's fun? All the gadgets that they have, like the
Yeah.
secret
Love it.
undercover like gadgets, like an umbrella that's also like a gun or something.
Yes,
Yeah,
like a lipstick that's also like
Yeah, or
a
like-
carver,
Exactly,
like a box
like a
Did you
cutter.
lipstick
guys?
laser.
Did you guys used to have like school fairs, like the Scholastic book fairs?
of
When we were
course.
The
young?
invisible
and they had
pen.
the UV pens.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
yeah. Oh my God.
spy.
Oh, yes.
No, I bought one from the Scholastic Fair that was like, it was called like the Super Secret Spy Diary, and it came with like
Really?
the invisible ink pen.
Yeah.
And I would like write my like third grade secrets in
Can
there.
you
Yeah.
can you share some of those third grade secrets?
Yeah.
They were actually in French, so like
Oh.
if you
Oh.
can translate them, I'll bring
I
it
can
next
speak
time.
French.
It was
Really?
Say something
You
for us in
can?
French.
Oh my god.
Tu parles français?
Damn, he's fluent.
Bonjour, j'ai mangé la pizza avec les champignons.
So we're doing French is the next genre
French.
then.
Oh, well,
wait,
yes.
we should
Next
put that on
podcast
the
in
wheel.
French.
Yeah.
Entirely, yes. That's what we're pitching for next year.
Genre
actually.
Roulette French edition,
Oh my
actually.
god, it's so inclusive,
Yeah.
guys. We love it. Accessibility.
What would it be called in French?
Accessibility.
What would it be called in French?
Girl, do I speak French? What would it be called?
Isn't it? You speak French, yes?
Yeah.
Oui?
How do you say roulette in French? Roulette.
What language do you think the word roulette
Genre
comes from?
roulette is French. Roulette de genre.
I mean, yeah, that like kind of would be the
Is it
translation.
actually roulette
like,
de genre?
yeah,
No.
roulette du genre.
Wait, you're onto it.
Guys,
You're fluent.
I took French until 9th grade. Come
Me
on, I picked
too.
up. I
Me
picked up on
too.
something.
I had to drop it ASAP.
Same. As soon as I got the chance.
Well, yes.
Yep. Um.
So we're gonna actually announce the movie.
Yes. Can
is that
we?
what we're doing today?
Who wants to reveal?
I mean,
What?
Mustafa did a little
I
review.
already crashed the party. I don't want to do it twice. I don't want to be the cool-eyed man walking through a different part of the wall.
All right, Jada, do it.
Okay, guys. Our movie of the week is Charlie's Angels. Woo! Call me Angel.
You
You
done
ain't
it,
call
I
me
mean,
back.
right.
I hate that song.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Maybe
sorry.
we need to change the topic now.
Controversial take, but I did not enjoy that song.
That's actually very valid.
I was so
very fair.
excited. Like I wasn't excited, but I was intrigued to hear that Lana Del Rey was about to collab with, Miley and who else was on?
Ariana.
Yes,
Ariana,
Ariana.
yeah.
And then I heard the song and I'm like, what's going on?
It is kind of a flop, some of
Yeah.
it, to be honest.
It's just
but
three completely different styles into one song.
It,
in my
it
Yeah.
kind of is a genre roulette. To be honest.
yeah, exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
Can we establish that it's the 2000s film that we watched, though? We did not watch
Yes.
the 2019 one
Yes.
associated with
Obviously,
this
guys.
song.
The OG movie, I guess. we could
With
say.
Cameron Diaz.
Yes.
With Lucy Liu.
Yes,
And with the
Drew
icon Drew Barrymore.
Barrymore? Yeah, Barrymore. Drew Barrymore.
The icon, the
Yes.
legend.
Yeah, so are you guys familiar with this series? Is this your first time watching the movie? Or
You
This
guys
is-
are first.
Am I like zooming in on Victoria, looking it up on Wikipedia?
This-
let's reveal, guys. We brought Victoria on very last minute,
like
so she did
20
not.
minutes ago.
Yeah. Hi,
Literally 20
guys.
minutes ago, so she did not get a chance to watch the movie.
I just know Lucy Liu's in it.
Yes,
She's my queen.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen stuff on social media about it because it's kind of like, yeah,
It's iconic. I've seen
yeah,
clips.
exactly.
Can we do the summary?
And Lucy Liu.
Yeah,
If you look up the director, wait, who's the director of this movie?
Mick G.
Charlie's
Mick G.
Angel.
Looking it up right now.
2000s. It's a 2000s action spy comedy film.
Yes.
Directed by MCG or McG.
Mick G.
It follows three spies. Oh my god, what are their names?
Their names. I actually did look
Natalie.
at it.
Wait.
Natalie,
Yes.
Dylan,
One of their
and
names
Alex.
is. One of their names is. Wait, what did you say?
Natalie, Dylan, and Alex.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
I mean, like, sorry, Drew,
Cameron.
Drew, Cameron, and Lucy.
Yeah.
And they are doing a mission for their boss, Charlie, who they've never met, and it's to help this guy get his information back. Then he actually tries to kill Charlie. That's the whole film. That's the whole plot of the film.
Yeah, we have a lot of double crossing in this movie. Some plot twists in there. We also have Bill Murray in the film. Love him.
Tim Curry.
Which
love
one
Tim
is Tim
Curry.
Curry?
Tim Curry is the one who is like the evil guy and then he dies.
Oh,
Yeah, like the fake villain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have Vivian Wood, who plays her. Is she important?
Yes. Oh my god, I don't remember the actress's name.
Yeah. Well, we have a character,
Whatever, they're all
Vivian Wood,
famous.
Eric Knox.
Who
yeah.
is the one from Legally Blonde that plays Cameron Diaz's love
Luke
interest?
Wilson.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Matthew
Gray
LeBlanc.
Goblet.
Matt LeBlanc.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Which one is that?
He's
Lucy Liu's boyfriend.
Oh, yes.
No, like when they pulled him up, I'm like, why is the guy from Friends in here?
Yes,
What's he
I was
doing?
like-
Yeah.
I've never seen
Jump scare.
Friends.
Yeah, I definitely
Jump
know all these
scare.
characters. Yep.
Right.
Yep. I'm
Totally.
following. Keep
Yeah.
going, guys.
You said yes. That was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, spy tropes. Let's talk about some spy tropes. Do you guys know any spy tropes? Maybe you noticed some in the movies, in the movie that we watched. Can you guys think
I
of
think
anything?
like disguises.
Yes.
Like always wearing costumes, trying to blend in.
Straight off the bat, there was a disguise because we had.
The first reveal was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
my jaw dropped.
Was
when we
it
watched this movie.
LL Cool J and then he like ripped
It's-
off his face
And
and
it's Cameron. No, it's Drew Barrymore.
no, it was Cameron Diaz.
No,
underneath
Cameron
there.
Diaz is in the bikini on
On the boat. Okay.
It was
yes.
Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
With her
Okay.
gorgeous red hair.
That was crazy.
For Victoria, the first the opening scene is like a man. LL Cool J is in a
Is it
in a
LL
plane.
Cool J?
It
Yeah,
is,
it actually
yeah.
is. It's LL Cool J. He's in a plane and he's like delivering a package to this other guy, and
Okay.
the other guy because they have a bomb or something.
on an airplane.
So the other guy's like, I have a bomb and I'm gonna blow up the plane, and then LL Cool J is like, no, you're not, and grabs him and like jumps it, like throws himself out of the plane with the guy with the bomb on it. He defuses the bomb, takes it off, and they land in a plane. And then
Land in a
LL
boat.
Cool J, in a boat, yeah. He takes off his face and it's a white woman.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's
It's Drew Barrymore.
sick.
Wearing a
And this is like the
latex
first 5
mask.
minutes of the film.
Yeah.
Literally.
And
Oh
actually,
my
I
God.
was just like, this, like,
You're watching the movie and you're like, I thought this was a movie about girl bosses. And then 5 minutes later, you're like, oh, wait.
It
but yes,
is. Yeah. And that's also one thing about spy movies. There's always like a scene in the beginning that's unrelated to like the rest of the movie, but
And
it's
then
like
you find
there
out why.
exactly to like introduce the character sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
There's a couple that I think I noticed. There's one where obviously you're like, oh, so the person that you meet initially who's like, I need help. You're like, oh, so they're going to be evil. Yes. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially that one part. You remember that part where the guy, I don't know his actor name, I don't know his character name, the guy,
Yeah.
who Drew Barrymore is interested in.
Yeah.
When he's like-
Eric Knox. Yeah.
Yes, when he's like, you just never know who to trust. I said, so okay, so we know who you are.
Yeah. Exactly.
We know what you're about. We know what your business is.
Yeah.
an evil little man.
But of course, when you had a sister, I was thinking Incredibles 2. Ever seen it? Anyone in the room?
Pixar movie?
But of course,
Wait.
No, but I'm not getting the reference.
What about?
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
what about Incredibles 2?
how the brother and sister are asking for help from the superheroes, but actually the sister is planning to.
Oh, the lesbian.
Yes.
The lesbian coding. The lady with the short hair who like Loki has a
Like the
romance
pixie
with.
cut.
I could definitely, I
Yeah.
could definitely imagine Disney Pixar posting in like June, being like Happy LGBT month, and then post a picture of Evelyn.
And then July comes around and they delete it immediately.
Absolutely,
It's gone.
absolutely. And then they post a picture of Scar, and they say, "Actually, never mind."
Oh my god, he was actually kind of all the villains were queer coded, but like on purpose, like they were homophobic.
Clock that T.
You know how it was.
What are the other tropes that I noticed? You know what? One that I always noticed. Anything that you got to do, you got to pick up your shoe, you got to pick up a pencil off the floor, you're gonna backflip, somersault, triple tuck
Yes.
handspring.
It's so dramatic.
It's to picking up that
Yes.
pencil off the floor, and then you're gonna, with the swiftest motion, you are going to cartwheel up, jump onto a couch, and then triple tuck, back handspring onto the couch,
I mean-
sit down, and then take a sip of your coffee.
Like the cool thing about our movie is that both of our three ladies, they all knew martial arts.
Yes.
So they were just
And they also
doing...
knew Mandarin, which
What?
They also knew Mandarin, which was
Oh, they knew a lot of things. Actually, they were
they were coding.
they were doing belly dancing.
Yes.
Yes.
They were like geishas. They were what else were they like?
They were little German girls.
Yes.
That, I know that's like one scene I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
I mean, are we gonna get into the problematic stuff yet, or should we like
But
glaze
wait,
the
yeah.
movie
Wait,
first?
what is there any other tropes that we should cover?
There is a
before?
lot of
Didn't
tropes.
Lucy Liu
Yeah.
dress up as a teacher or something?
Oh, sorry.
is that-
that was
Oh
was
yes, she
great.
did
That
with
was
the
so
whip.
great.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
whip.
Was
the
she?
whip.
The whip, yeah.
Yes, remember-
That's
She's
also
like-
one scene I also remember.
She's not a teacher.
She was, like, in the
She's like
office.
the HR lady. Or
Yeah,
something. I don't
exactly.
know.
Like
But
an
she's
office
like- yeah,
siren.
exactly.
That's what I was giving.
She's
Wait,
OG
this is
office
also
siren.
something that I have to bring up.
Yeah.
Wait, quickly, one more thing before I jump to the next like pivot. You know how like so another trope is you know when people are like they're like I don't know, they fall down a hill, their face is covered, and they're dressed up like I don't know, a geisha, and then they meet up with their crew again, and you know what they say? They say, "Don't ask." I love that. I love a don't ask.
That's so
Yeah.
specific.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
Or
Yeah.
I don't know if this movie did it, but
The cheesy catchphrases. That's the thing.
Did this
yeah.
movie have a "He's right behind me, isn't he"? Did it have one or
right
no?
behind
No, I don't think so. No.
Well,
but
anyway.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
But when we were talking about spy movies last week, remember how we were talking about Melissa McCarthy? Guess who was in this
Yeah,
movie?
guess who was in this movie?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Melissa-
Hey, don't act like that. Don't act fake.
No. I was surprised to see her.
Jada
I
would
was
not let us watch
guys.
it because she hates Melissa McCarthy.
Okay, I don't hate her. And you know what? Actually, I watched the trailer for Spy the other day.
It's actually so
And
funny.
I
It's a
realized
great
that I
movie.
did watch the movie.
Oh
I
my
did watch
gosh.
it with Jason Statham or whatever. I watched
Jason
it,
Statham.
and it was good. It was good.
It was a good
Yeah,
movie for sure.
It was. But you have to admit that like she has a few movies that suck.
I have,
But who doesn't?
honestly,
What icon doesn't have movies that
That's
suck?
true, especially when you're in the comedy genre. Your press agent probably comes up with like your talent agent is
Yeah.
probably like, so this is a movie about how you live in the backwoods, and you don't own shoes, and then you go, well, sure, $10 in a dream.
And then that one's gonna be a masterpiece. And then they're gonna be like, we're gonna do a really heartfelt story about your beautiful family and your dog, and it's gonna be the worst movie you've seen in your
Yeah.
entire life.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is to be Melissa McCarthy. I love her.
Congratulations to Melissa McCarthy.
Yes.
Pouring
I love her.
fortunes,
I love
so
her.
she's
Come on the show,
happy.
Melissa.
I love her from Gilmore Girls. That's where I know her from, as Suki from Gilmore Girls. If nobody here watched
I just
Gilmore
know they
Girls?
filmed in Unionville in my hometown,
Yes.
Marco.
Yes, they did. They filmed the first episode.
Yeah, that's why I
yeah.
only watched the first episode.
Yeah.
I'm just doxing where I live, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, go visit Victoria and Unionville.
So what Victoria meant to say was party this Friday.
The Gilmore Girls house in Unionville.
Yeah, come
But
visit me,
guys,
guys.
it's Victoria's a spy, so that's just her,
Yeah.
her little cover story. She doesn't actually live there.
Don't tell me.
Who would be who? Who is Cameron Diaz? Who is Lucy Liu? Who is Drew Barrymore? Who is the guy that?
Bosley.
Yes, who is
Who is
Bosley?
Charlie? So before you came onto the show, we were like, okay, Ramil is going to be Charlie, and
Okay,
then the
love
three
that.
of us would have been the Angels. But now we're switching it up now. So who do you guys want to be? I feel like
Who do you
everybody
guys wanna be?
Everybody wants to be Lucy. She's
Well, of course we
yeah.
wanna be
Lucy really just laid it down every
Yeah.
single opportunity.
Oh my
Everything, her
God.
hair. You know what I noticed about the outfits too? All of them took turns wearing each other's hair color, like for wigs.
Did they?
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Like Lucy had her blonde moment.
Did
she had
Lucy
her.
ever wear a red wig?
She did. I swear to God, she did. Everybody
Oh.
took turns, like wearing different,
We
each
love
of their
that.
hair
Yes,
colors.
yes,
Did Lucy
Yeah.
do blonde as well?
Yeah, she did.
She did blonde when she was belly dancing.
Oh,
Okay.
And that's
We
when
made you
Cameron
do that.
Diaz had the red hair.
yeah.
Well, yes, we love that.
Can we talk about their outfits though? I mean, I loved Lucy Liu's red dress. That was really.
I'm trying to remember some of the outfits because some of them are really gorgeous. Obviously, like if you were walking down like the middle school hallway and your teacher was like walking past you, does it pass the 2-finger rule? Probably not.
No, of course not.
No.
But was it gorgeous? Also, another thing, I think the director who directed this also directed music videos, which I think kind of explains
That-
the
that would
visual
explain a
approach of how it looks because it looks so like delicious.
I mean, like,
yeah.
what other director
Delicious.
goes by McG if you're not making like music videos?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Me and McG just like went into the stew and we were like talking about like
They
the
said, "We're
vision
gonna
of,
make
like, the song."
history.
And that's exactly what this is.
Did you have visuals for this episode up?
Yeah, it wasn't important. It's fine.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Just use your imagination, guys.
Yeah, guys, use your imagination. Usually we rate their outfits, but we didn't have time to
Wait,
pick
I'm just gonna like quickly
anything.
like
Yeah, let
Yeah,
me look
while
this
y'all
up.
look
I can literally
that
look it
up.
on Google too.
So let's see some things. We covered their snazzy outfits. Oh, one thing about spy movies, it always has like fancy cars. I feel like
Yeah.
fancy cars was a big thing. Then we had like racing sequences.
Isn't there always like a gala scene as well? Like, with it all in, like
yes.
ballrooms.
Exactly. Yes, where they dress up in their fancy snazzy
love that.
outfits. We have like car flips. Did I say that already? Car flips
Yeah,
as well.
gunfights.
Yeah.
I love.
Yes,
Yeah.
the action sequences. We already talked about like the martial arts stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm like looking at them. I'm seeing a lot of denim.
No, you know when they do the martial arts, there's always like that slow-mo sequence.
slow-mo,
that you can't
yes.
take seriously.
Oh,
Yeah.
they had really good slow-mo sequences in this movie. Like when the hair was moving. Or
The dramatic like walking.
God,
I think
all of-
the
all
race
of
car
it.
scene where they're in like their
I
they
was
wearing
literally
their
just about
jumpsuits.
to say
Yeah.
the race car scenes where they had like Moses's like river like split right between their chest and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everything was
No. I love those
out for the
outfits.
congregation. That scene kind of was a little bit crazy to me.
I mean, but
yeah,
it
of
was a
course it
look. I'm not gonna lie.
It was gorgeous, their
Yeah.
hair in the wind, but that scene was really like,
Especially Drew Barrymore in that scene. She was showing a lot.
oh my gosh, like I don't even know if I could do an impression of her right now because she was like, I'm undone.
Oh my god.
That scene went on for so long.
I know. Yeah.
She was like, what was he saying? He was like, "Do you like fast cars?" He's like, "I like anything fast." And girl, lick that steering
you know
wheel.
what's so funny about that scene too? It's like Lucy Liu is in the back, like trying to break into the trunk, and
that is on
nobody,
full display.
nobody sees. There's so much people at this racetrack, and nobody sees.
This
like,
trunk is face out for the congregation, and
Yeah.
nobody is batting eyelashes. Also, Lucy Liu is literally like, "Let me slam this trunk. Let me bang on the door. I don't even care about being quiet."
Yeah.
And then like did that even matter? Because I know they had she put like a tracking device, but like what did that do?
I honestly, sometimes when it comes to like spy movies, I'm like, they did it for a reason. You know, they did it to
Yeah.
get to the next plot point. We get the jokes, we get the hee hee, we get the ha ha, and then we just move on.
You know, for context, we have I pulled up the Pinterest of Drew Barrymore. Can I even show that?
Oh,
Like, can I even?
I
my
mean, I
queen,
get.
my mother. I love her.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
want to turn
that
the
was
screen
the
so they
thing.
can see
Of course.
their
Victoria.
outfits.
They
Yeah.
did look
You
really
see her?
good.
They looked so. Oh my god. They looked.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna be fast
It's
and
kind of
furious.
scandalous, but
It was. I was scandalized.
Scandalized.
I
do we
was
have any other outfits that we can look at? You know what I really liked? I liked Cameron Diaz's when she was at like the Soul Train Club and she that
She
red
did.
top.
Whoa.
But
That
I was-
That was my favorite scene.
But I was looking at her hair because her
Yeah.
hair looked really good.
Yeah,
Everyone's hair looked really
it did.
good.
my
Yes,
God.
it did.
It's because they were sharing those wigs.
Yeah, well, yes,
When someone-
especially you know that. Remember that one scene at the start of the movie where like she's like a waitress, and then they're in her ear, and they're like, walk away, and then she's like,
Oh, yeah, when she's
flip
talking
your
with-
hair, and then she's like, what? Flip your
Yeah.
goddamn hair.
yeah.
See, I couldn't tell if that was being played as a joke or not because like the sound effect that went off when she did that was like, boom, and it was like I couldn't tell if they were like saying look how stupid she is or look how beautiful she is.
No, I
And
think that's-
I thought she was beautiful.
I
but
really something. I don't want to jump like too much from topic to topic because I know we have like a natural flow. I just feel
No,
this
it's
like
good.
urge to just like jump. Like I just think the characterization, something I don't see in a lot of movies where like characters are like tropes, is like
Yeah.
neat and subtle characterization. I feel like this movie did a good job at subtle characterization.
Yeah, you know
they
what?
actually did.
Because when I first started watching the movie, I thought like straight off the bat, Cameron Diaz is gonna be like the ditzy blonde,
Yeah.
and this person's gonna be that. But honestly, I think they all like had shared the same characteristics in a certain way. Like they weren't like stereotyped and
But
put
also-
into a box.
Yeah, they
all at
didn't
once,
really
you know?
take it to the max. Like, There's this
Exactly.
one scene that I really liked where remember when they're on the boat and what is his name? The guy who's the guy on the boat.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Chad.
Is it Chad?
The
Is it-
Chad.
Is it because of Chad? It might be because of Chad. What did she say afterward?
I can't-
No, the Chad was just right.
Yes.
No, like, because he's like, is it because of the Chad? And she was like, no, the Chad was great. And then they dive, and he was like so happy.
I thought in the end
Go
they
white
would show
boy.
her going back to him. Like I thought that was gonna be
Nah.
her man forever.
I mean, I thought they would at least show.
I would advise against that. But maybe it was the Chad.
Maybe
it was the Chad
It
that
was
we made
always
along the way.
The Chad. Okay, guys, Victoria's
But-
kind of lost.
I'm just like imagining like
Yeah.
an
Okay,
alpha
so
male.
basically-
So
there's
pull
just-
up a photo of the Chad.
Each of them had like their own boyfriends, right?
Oh, okay.
And Drew Barrymore character, hers was Chad. Yeah.
Like,
and then
like an alpha male. Oh,
my God, no,
Wait,
not
that's
like
like a
that.
chat.
no. It wasn't. It was more like a I don't know. How do I explain
Okay,
Chad?
so basically Chad is
Oh.
like
This is the Chad.
yeah,
That's
he
what
had a
basically-
boat.
That looks like her dad, honestly.
And this
Oh.
is Cameron Diaz doing Soul Train.
Oh, she
as they
did
yelled,
look
go
really
white
good.
girl, go.
She did look really good.
Fatty.
Turn off the monitor.
But in that scene where like when they're back on the boat at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
and Drew Barrymore is singing with Chad,
Mm-hmm.
and Lucy Liu looks kind of like, "Girl, why are you singing?" And Cameron Diaz is just like smiling so gently. I'm like, these are the characters. Drew Barrymore is down for a fun time. Cameron
Yeah.
Diaz loves the energy, and Lucy Liu will let you have it, but she won't join in herself because
Yeah.
it's just not her style.
You know what? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And they had like the really quick montage at the beginning of all of their backstories where they're
I
like
love
Cameron Diaz was
that.
the little nerd.
and you know
Lucy
what?
Liu was like the rich girl.
That's something
and-
with a lot of
yeah.
spy movies that they don't give you like backstories.
Yeah.
Like you didn't in the James Bond franchise, you don't really get like a backstory until like the very last movie. You kind of start to know, or even like I don't know if you guys watch John Wick, but like you really don't.
I watched the fourth.
Yeah. Oh, I don't. Yeah, but even with
skipped
the
1, 2,
fourth
3.
one, that's when you start to get like his backstory a little bit more. So I mean, that's something that they gave to us like right off the bat. Like we get to know them. Yeah.
Now I gotta
These
watch
girls
this
are my
movie.
sisters. They're mothers. They're sisters. They're friends.
I mean, because it was a 2000s film, I was surprised that they actually made them get along. Like, I feel like in all the 2000s
True.
films
Yeah.
about girls, they like just make them have a fight for no reason.
Yeah.
These girlies were like there for each other. and
Can,
it
can we
felt
also
nice.
talk about Bosley though? Like he was there for them too. He was one of the girlies as well.
He wishes.
But of course.
Yeah.
At the start of the movie, I was kind of nervous, to be honest. I was like, "Oh, are we doing something like predatory?"
I
Yeah,
thought
that's
he
what it was
Charlie
giving
for,
at
like,
first.
a long time. I was like, they show Charlie? I
Me
thought that
too.
that was like the one rule.
Even towards the end, I'm like, wait, what if Bosley is still Charlie? What if he
No,
reveals that
I just
at the
remember,
end?
I don't know. I have beef because like I remember from some interviews that Lucy Liu said that like, what's his name? Bill. Oh my God, what's his name?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like a jerk on set. And
I
he was,
know.
like, so
I've heard
mean
a
to
lot of stuff
her.
about that.
I'm not gonna. I cannot confirm nor deny.
Me,
Were
me
you
neither,
there?
But
Were you there?
Wind in my hair. I was there. I was actually the jumpsuit that they were wearing on the
Oh my
racetrack.
God, you were very lucky.
no, but honestly,
sorry.
guys, Bill Murray is like one of my favorite actors.
Oh,
I'm sorry, so I can't hate on him.
He's a great actor. He's great at
He's just so
comedy.
funny, like deadpan humor. Like he embodies like all of that. I just think he's so funny.
Have you ever seen Caddyshack?
No, I have not.
That one's a pretty good one.
Okay, it's
too.
going on my letterbox list
Oh, but of
immediately.
course.
What are these films? I don't know any of this stuff.
Yeah, me
He
neither.
is. It's honestly. Oh, there's another one. I think it's called Meatballs. I don't know. I think he is in that one, where he's like a camp counselor.
Meatballs? Damn, these are old
Meatballs?
though.
This one is
Like
probably
older
older.
ones?
It's,
Okay,
It is probably
yeah.
older.
Yeah, I think like with Bosley too, in all spy movies, there's always like just that big boss person that. I mean, in this case, it's Charlie, the big boss person that you have to like report back to.
Would I do that? Would I not know who I'm working for?
I mean, if
And
he was
love-
paying you good and giving you
Yeah,
all
he's a
those, like,
billionaire, so I'm sure they're
cute little
making good
Not
money.
a billionaire, a multimillionaire.
Oh,
Yeah, come on, it was 2000s. No one had $1 billion.
Ew.
Yet.
Multimillionaire in the 2000s was literally Taylor Swift today. It was you were jet set flying from Tokyo
Yeah.
to the grocery store in Tokyo.
But how did we feel that Charlie kind of showed himself at the end? He was
I
like
didn't-
sneaking up behind them, and then
Someone
he's
else
like,
talk because I'm taking the mic too long.
He's like,
Somebody else
"No,
share.
it's okay."
I mean, that was the whole point of Charlie's Angels. Like, you see the back of his head sometimes. And
Yeah.
he's just like a rich guy that's living his. I don't really know why he's like doing espionage. Like, is it just for funsies?
Well, if you're rich, of course.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
I
I would
three baddies around to like do actual work and like train them to be really good at martial arts and stuff. Like,
You're a millionaire. What else you got to do?
yeah, you know what? If I was a multi-billionaire, because it's billionaire now, it's been 25 years, I would hire all three of you as my Charlie's Angels.
oh.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of honored.
I think I need some
Yeah.
training though, because I don't know none of the martial arts kicks.
we'll
and
use
stuff.
the billions of dollars to go train you.
Yes,
You
to do
can learn
some karate
actual martial
classes.
arts,
I
you
feel
can learn
exactly.
Now
Mandarin.
these days to be a spy, you have to have like crazy hacking skills and stuff.
you have to be.
Oh,
into
isn't
the
that like
mainframe.
a whole trope too? There's always like that one person who's crazy with computers and things.
Literally-
Yeah.
Wait, can I
Right?
say something?
Yeah.
If we are going to have the conversation about, and this is on your point, if
Okay.
we are going to have the conversation about the male gaze, can we talk about literally the scene at the opening, at the start of the movie, where Lucy Liu is literally cooking breakfast, tube top, corset on.
I know. I was like,
and-
why is she wearing the corset? That's
Wait.
like a leather corset.
corset to
Here's the
cook?
thing. I want her to wear anything she wants to wear. I'm just saying that this movie was written by two men. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that she is cooking in the kitchen, wearing a corset, basically talking about you can't detonate the bomb because the bomb is da 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 da. Sorry, the internet. And then he's like, ugh, wow, you're kind of smart. That is literally male gaze. She's like, oh well, back to my cooking.
Yeah, she can be
Yeah.
smart for like 2 minutes. Also, can we talk about the fact that she was dating like a famous actor and they're living in a trailer together?
Yeah. Like, were they living on the set?
They were living
yeah.
on the set of the movie, but also it's like outside because then those guys come to shoot her.
Yeah. And then
yeah.
it got shot up too, so.
And there was no resolution to that. Like, he comes back and he finds that his like house was like completely.
Yeah, so does she
shot up.
ever
And then he's
reveal
like-
herself?
He's
He's
like,
like-
"What happened?" And she's like, "Sorry, I gotta go see Charlie." And
He's like, well,
"Okay."
Charlie. He's like,
And
oh,
then he
okay.
just doesn't show up for the rest of the movie.
Exactly.
Like,
But guys, there's a second movie. We didn't watch the
wait,
second
they're
one,
actually-
so.
okay.
There is a second movie.
But like, I
Yeah.
also don't care about him because it's Lucy. Like,
Yeah,
Don't
she
get
don't
held
need
down by a
him.
guy.
That's
But
what I'm
he-
saying.
Real shit.
Are we ranking?
My bad, girl.
You said shit because we're shipping. We are shipping.
Shipping with the
Exactly.
Matt LeBlanc and
Yeah,
Lucy Liu.
yeah.
They had some good leading men in this movie. Can I just say I do kind of like shoot me, call me ugly. I do like movies where there are couples get another, like there's like a group of people, they all find their own significant others. I usually do like it when they are of equal attractivity.
equal attractivity.
Yeah, I don't know if that was
Saying?
happening
Listen.
today.
I liked the guys that they chose, but it was It was like loser white boy city, you know what I mean? Like it was a bunch of little, like every single love interest was like a little scrawny white boy.
Yeah,
It
where's
was
the
just like,
diversity?
oh
but
my
also,
God.
it's just like
They should. I think it's finally time to talk about the problems with this movie.
should
a little
we?
bit.
Okay.
Should
yeah.
we? Is there problems?
Let me take out my notes.
Because listen, it's an iconic movie, but
Yeah.
when you say it's 25 years old, you can tell it's 25 years old
Nothing's perfect.
for a lot of reasons.
I mean, I think I just throughout the movie, I had to like at a certain point like research. I was like, who wrote this movie?
Yeah.
It's two. Let me confirm that this is two men because I don't want it to be. It's Charlie.
McG.
It's Charlie female. Who wrote Charlie's Angels?
The 2001.
2000.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that. Because I didn't look up if they were giving LGBT, and I think that changes something. But
But honestly, I think this goes back to the original Charlie's Angels, like the original series as well.
yeah.
Because wasn't like all the Charlie Angels just like 3 white blonde.
I mean, it was still two white blonde girls. This time
Yeah,
around.
same thing.
I forgot like who I knew Lucy Liu was in the
Lucy
movie,
Liu
but
is
I
just a
forgot it was Drew
diversity hire.
Barrymore, so like I kind of assumed that it was gonna be like more diverse. Like I didn't
Yeah.
know because you know they introduced Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu first, and then they introduced Drew Barrymore. When Drew Barrymore took off the mask, I was actually shocked it was her.
Yeah,
I was
really.
like, oh dang, like I thought they
Well-
were gonna put another woman of color.
With the 2019 one, that's what they did. There's 2 people of color. I think it's
Yeah.
Sophia Carson, and
But apparently
Is
it
that Sophia
was poop. So
it was a flop though. So
Well, let's
Not because of that, but-
let's not
Yeah.
understate the fact that they were minorities for approximately 30 seconds in the movie.
Can we talk about how they went through like they managed to like be racist to everybody? Like they checked off every box, like every single box. They started out with like Drew Barrymore dressing as a black man,
Yeah.
and then they all
I
dressed
would say,
Japanese.
I don't know if it's
and-
giving problematic. I would say it's something that it's a point that could be raised. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pry into
Dude, when turning Japanese turned on, I actually like my jaw dropped. Like,
Really?
you know the Oriental riff? Like
Oh,
they,
that was like
they
a
get,
huge 2000s
Oh
thing.
my god, they get to like they
Yeah.
get to the Japanese club and you just hear like immediately. I
Are
was
you
like-
serious?
And then after that, they pretend to be like Arab and belly dance, and then they put on the weird German girl costume.
yeah, honestly,
Oh,
like,
and then
yeah.
when they were writing this, did they like have a checklist?
yeah, they literally
Like,
had a checklist of like everyone. They were like,
Yeah.
let's just somehow fetishize every single person ever.
That was a bit crazy because okay, I get if you want to have like one scene, okay, I mean fine, but then it wouldn't end. Like
Oh.
it was just like a world tour in the movie.
Well, I think something that we can think about is sometimes when you have certain writers,
Yeah.
you kind of I don't know. I was just putting myself into their headspace, and I'm like, I love that they wrote an iconic movie, but sometimes I have to think about. How do you feel when you're writing lines like this? Because if I was writing lines like this, I'd be writing it like this.
Yeah. But like what's the thought process? Were you trying to be like attempt to be diverse? Like I don't get what
I just
they
think
were trying to do.
it was nothing to them. I just think like it was
it was nothing burger.
because you have to think about like this was even before Gwen Stefani did LAMB. This was before she was super kawaii for Hello Back Girl. I think it was just the era to be like, you know what? Today I'm feeling a little bit Japanese.
And then you would just that's why they had the turning
Yeah.
Japanese song in there. Like they're like, you know what? Let's put a kimono on today.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little sushi for dinner for lunch.
Wait, I just
Yeah.
need to throw this out for like 5 seconds. The fact that like obviously music licensing costs a lot. The fact that they probably paid like 20,000 if not more to play like 5 seconds of Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
Oh my god, the soundtrack in this movie was so
Yeah, that
random because you have like a Michael Jackson song and then you have like a Blur song literally like later on in the movie.
Immediately.
It's so random.
I actually-
butts and I cannot lie.
Exactly.
I literally loved the soundtrack though. That was so
was a fun
fun.
time.
Like I would
It
listen to that.
was, yeah.
That was
Also,
definitely a pro of the movie.
Drew Barrymore's moonwalk when they put on Billie Jean for like 2 seconds was like the
Oh yeah,
worst moonwalk I've
yeah.
seen
No,
in my
it was
life. Like, she's just,
funny
like,
though. It was so random, but it was funny. I
My
like that
queen.
scene.
That scene was actually funny to me,
Yeah.
but it also brings back another point that kind of comes back to I don't know if it's problematic or powerful. You guys can let me know.
Yeah.
I like that like one of their superpowers, like literally when she wanted to stop all the people from running towards her, she took her legs.
And she just goes,
Yeah.
She took her legs, these are her feet, and she went
And it wouldn't end. Oh my god, that scene was so long. She just
Also, when she falls out of the window and she's like fully naked and you just see her like roll down the hill.
Yes.
But also, why were they on the beach and why do we have to show them taking off their tops?
Yeah.
Because this movie was, I mean, for men, like it was like cheeky. It was like cheeky.
What's cheap?
The way
It was
that
like
I said it-
literally. It's like this is for women, but also like no, it's not.
What I
Yeah.
said is it's kind of like a Sports Illustrated photo shoot made into a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Because of that, I love the pacing because it literally just like
Yeah.
kept going.
Yeah.
Like there was never a dull moment. Like
Yeah.
they would just move from plot point to plot
But
point. and, like,
honestly,
literally, like it would transition.
surprise
like, a
after
music
I
another.
video.
think with spy movies,
my
that's the
God.
thing. Like the fast pace, you're changing locations literally like every scene. That's a big thing.
And I mean, like,
yeah.
I don't know. I guess spy has always been kind of a really male-dominated film in terms of like genre, in terms of who it's aimed at.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Like, I mean, especially if you think like James Bond, it's very much just like.
A lot of the
It's
main
like supposed to be,
characters
it's
are
supposed to be
male.
like a power
Yeah.
fantasy, right? It's like a man who is so cool and every woman ever wants him, and he's so handsome, and he gets to go to casinos and bet all of his money and then win, just like constantly, right?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
mean, low-key, the only actual spy movie I can think of that's aimed at women is Melissa McCarthy's Spy.
Maybe we need to
Yes.
celebrate that. Maybe we need to think a win is a win and a ring is a ring. You know
Yes.
what?
I mean, now they're
totally
trying-
spies though.
Totally spies. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, like now I'm hearing stuff like they want the new James Bond to be a lady. How do we feel about that?
Start a new franchise.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was gonna say.
Exactly. Why can't we have our own spy? Why does it have to be
Jessica Big Head.
Jessica Bighead? Yes. Save me, please.
Let's try that. Mariah Carey in the lady role. I would like to see that.
I think she would eat that up.
I think so,
it'd be
too.
great. And you know what? I think this is one of those movies where like we haven't always talked about the pop culture, like the impact that the movies that we watch in this show have had on pop culture. But like I feel this is a film where like you see a lot of clips online out of context like constantly.
Yeah.
About being like how iconic the film is, and you watch the whole thing and you're like,
What is this?
Yeah.
well, iconic is a word, but it's also not necessarily like.
There's definitely like
Aw.
iconic elements
Oh,
to
yeah.
the movie, but to a certain extent.
Yeah, I mean the first like one of the first opening shots is like Cameron Diaz picking up a package and she's like dancing in her underwear.
Yeah.
And I
Wait,
just remember like when
oh
that
my
happened, I was like,
gosh.
wait, what is happening?
The line where she says,
I can't. I feel like I can't even.
I
say
signed that
on the
release
show.
form, so you can just feel free to stick things into my slot.
Yeah.
What?
Like, come
They
on.
wrote this like
There's
this.
so much. No,
So she
many
gets up and
innuendos.
she's like wearing
Yeah.
like her underwear and like she like dances around.
Yeah.
Like I think she like dances around
Yeah,
and
she's
like
shaking her bum.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There's actually can I just in the name of like things being problematic, I'm just gonna throw out one more thing. I just wanted like this is just something that we could ponder on for a second. I don't know if this caught anyone else's attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know the scene where she's dancing. I think this is at the Soul Train Club.
Mm-hmm.
She's dancing. She's having the best time. This is Cameron Diaz, and then she's like, "Ha! I need to go number one."
What?
I
Yeah.
thought that was interesting because in my head I was like, yes, she's quirky, but are we like infantilizing a grown woman? Is this something?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh.
Dude, I mean, like the outfits that Cameron, because like all three of them, we already established all had like their own personality,
Yeah.
but like Cameron Diaz was supposed to be like
A baby.
childish.
Yeah.
I mean,
Those
even
are
her
the
just like
sexy
dancing around in
baby.
her underwear, like it wasn't like she was in a thong or anything. She was in like a pair of kids boxers.
Yeah.
Just going like,
Oh God.
yeah, you know.
I think there's things going on, but I kind of have this disease where if a movie is charming, I kind of love it. Like
I know.
I rate things
Yeah.
really generously. Like
Me too.
this-
What do you guys rate it? What
Yeah,
did you rate
speaking
it?
We do our letterbox out of
Yeah,
five,
we letterbox
guys.
it. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars.
Okay. I haven't seen it. I'll give it a 3.
From what you've heard, what you've
Okay.
heard, what you've seen. Yeah.
I just love Lucy Liu. Anything with her in it, like, it's a
Yes.
5 out of 5 for me. I need to watch this film.
How about you?
I'm telling you, I'm like the most generous rater ever. You heard everything that I just said. I think I still gave it a 4.5.
I love that. I
No,
love
because
that.
like normally Ramil and Adrian are so harsh, so it's like nice to see you guys be so nice.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I
I'm like-
personally.
Because we're
Yeah.
angels.
Ah,
You're actually
yes.
Sophie's angels.
Sophie's
Sophie's
Angels.
Remember, when I make it big, all three of you become spies. You get all the outfits. You get all the benefits.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Maybe no insurance though. In case
Wait, what did you
blow
give
up.
it?
I'm actually gonna give it a 3 out of 5 because it was so problematic. Like, sorry to be the show that's too woke,
But honestly,
but like
yeah.
it was so
Yeah.
fun though. Like, I actually like loved it.
Yeah.
But
It was
like, you know,
silly. That's why
yeah,
I
it
really
was
liked
silly.
it at the
It
end
was
of the day.
silly,
And I love
silly.
the cast, so
Yeah, and Lucy Liu. Oh,
yes, Lucy Liu.
She kind of had the
I'm
I have to say
sorry,
she was the
she's-
performance.
Her
center.
hair ate
she
every
was like
time.
every time she was in the frame, I was like, wow, she's actually like, she's like
Jeez.
the most beautiful woman ever.
She's
Yes.
gorgeous.
Will you guys be watching the rest? Did you watch the second one already? Will
I
you be
haven't.
watching it?
I'll be as transparent as a Windex window. I finished the movie this morning.
Yeah, me too.
No.
I woke up at 8:30 in the morning to finish the movie, and that
Real.
was
Oh.
class.
I was on the bus and I was
Jeez, guys, come on!
I'll watch it after the podcast.
typing my notes.
I usually watch it like late at night, like Saturday night, really late.
That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
What a nice way to end your weekend. Wait, no. Saturday is not the end. Never mind. Keep going.
You're
Yeah.
close, girl. You're so close.
I mean, by the time I'm watching, it's like 1 a.m. So I mean, it's Sunday. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of the end. You know.
We're getting there.
Yeah. Did I miss anything? Did we talk about our favorite characters? Aside
Okay.
from Lucy Liu?
Can we take a guess?
Well, aside from, I'm like, I want my digital presence to be good, so I'm just gonna say I think the other excellent performance was Cameron Diaz, and I thought that Drew Barrymore gave it a very cute performance, and I liked her performance, but I have to say Cameron Diaz, other than Lucy Liu.
How about you, Victoria? Aside from Lucy Liu, do you know?
I literally don't know anyone else in the movie other than Drew Barrymore and who's Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz.
But I don't know.
Not to objectify women, but my second favorite character was Cameron Diaz's hair.
Listen,
about you?
I mean, who do you think? I mean, it was obviously Lucy. She was so.
Okay.
She was just so perfect.
I'm
but then
a-
I guess like.
I'm a
I
Bill
don't know,
Murray
Vivian.
stand. Vivian,
Like,
yeah.
her name was Vivian Wood.
I
Like,
love
was she
her
based
hair
off of Vivian
though.
Westwood?
Her hair
Like, who
was
this
actually
girl?
eating. Vivian Wood's hair
Her
was
almost
eating.
mullet.
Yeah,
I would have.
it was half and
Oh,
half.
that's kind of hot.
All right,
We
guys.
know what you are.
Well, do we have time? Did we talk about our favorite scenes? You want to quickly go through our favorite
We
scenes?
got a few minutes.
Mine is as much as we talked about it, as controversial as it was. I kind of am Drew Barrymore in the car of the first one.
I hope you didn't lick a steering wheel before, because
Well,
I'm so happy that guy wiped
The way
it out.
he wiped it up.
Why did I think he was actually gonna lick it as well? Because I was like, you know what?
I couldn't
A
tell if he
tick
was
for a
into
tack,
it or
a lick
not.
for a
Like,
lick.
was he really into it, or was he like, get out of this car because you're literally licking my car?
I think that he was into it.
Okay. What was your favorite scene, Victoria?
The only scene I
The
know is like
fighting scene?
like they open the door and they're in like the German dresses and like dancing, and then also the office siren scene they were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
Oh, the one where she's
that was
with the
cute.
whip.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
that was so hot.
What about
honestly.
you, Jada?
Oh, my favorite scene was the Soul Train scene. I'm sorry,
Go white girl, go white girl, go!
it was so
Go,
funny.
white girl, go, white
Yes,
girl.
I loved it, and I loved how she didn't care like that. Like everybody was watching her, she was just doing her own thing. Like,
You know what? I
that
love
was
that.
cute.
I love that.
Yeah.
For her.
My favorite
Yeah.
scene was when Cameron Diaz like breaks into the company and she does like to get into the
Oh,
lab. She like,
backflip,
does like
backflip,
four
backflip,
backflips in a
backflip.
row.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like-
Also, when she turned back to the camera, I said, "Girl, isn't the whole point not to be seen?"
Also, every time, like every action sequence, the sound effects was just them screaming. Like they would punch someone and they go like ah. Like,
Sound effects is the next big thing too.
Yeah,
like,
we should've-
It's
we
always
should've
so
talked on that.
dramatic. All right, guys. Well, we have less than 2 minutes, so we're gonna spin the wheel.
which one of you wants to spin the wheel?
Yes.
You want to spin together, Mustafa?
Let's. I don't know how successful.
what?
that would
Okay,
be,
okay. To this way.
Oh wait, pause. We gotta
Wait,
adjust the camera.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
but- Are we
boom.
spinning?
You
What's
guys
the
are
best way to spin
both.
it? This way?
I'll spin it to you.
Any way
Spin
you
it
want,
to
but
your
it's
side.
kind of like hanging
Wait,
off of
is
the
that like
thing right
clockwise
now.
or what?
Like
Do it
this?
any way you want.
Doesn't matter. Spin
Any
that
way-
wheel.
All right, one.
Play that music, Jada.
Oh yeah, let me play some. Oh, I don't know why it's.
Someone hold the bass.
Yeah, somebody has to hold. Oh.
Well,
Yeah, you
we
guys
fired?
broke the wheel. Come on.
you're fired.
Yeah,
Okay,
somebody has to hold it.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
then broken.
1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Now we know why reveal is holding up for it.
What is it landing on?
Dystopia.
Wait, that's actually the best topic ever.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, can we come back next episode?
Yes. Maybe
Yes,
we
you
can book
guys.
out that interview room and have
You
you
look-
guys
you look sad.
back. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being on our 4th episode of season 2.
Thank you.
I think we had a lot of fun this season. It's every episode there's been a surprise, and you guys are our surprise this episode. So, yeah, do you want to show them one last time? So we
I
all could
actually
say
didn't do the camera right. So everyone, look
yes.
at that
Everybody
one up
say
there.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys.
Don't call me Ada.